Arsenal won, Newcastle won in the Carabao Cup semi-final, and Arsenal did not even bother turning up today. It was horrendous. Not half the team didn't turn up. The whole bloody team didn't turn up. They all looked rat-ass. Looks like Christmas is taking its toll on them. Too much Christmas turkey gone down them. Because the last few games, have they been impressive? No, we haven't been impressive for a long time. And this kind of defeat was a long time coming. And I tell you something, the difference in the two teams was massive. Fair play to Newcastle, Alexander Isak. This is what happens when you've got a proper striker playing for your club. The geezer scored 13 goals in 15 games. This is what you need to get you over the line. You need proper strikers, and today's game proves that is the difference between the two teams. And I tell you something for nothing. If Arteta goes, listen, I've been watching all these transfer daily bollocks shows and all this, and all I hear is wingers this, wingers that. Listen, Arsenal, to get over the line, need a proper striker, like an Alexander Isak, like an Erling Haaland, which we're never going to get, like an Mbappe, but that's what you need. You need a 30 goal a season man. I don't want to see 30 goals spread across the whole team. I want one player. I don't care what position he plays, because look at Mo Salah, he plays on the wing, but he will get you 20, 25 goals a season. He's got a killer instinct. Now, Havertz, he had a, forget Havertz for now, I'll get into Havertz, but at nil-nil, Martinelli's through on goal, and fair play to the kid. He's not a striker, but I don't care anymore. Listen, the goals are supposed to come from the front line, and you're part of that front line. He goes through on goal, 1-on-1. I knew he weren't going to score. He just don't look confident. He had all the goal to aim for in the far post. He hits it near post and hits the post, man. He's just not ruthless enough in front of goal. He ain't gonna get you 20, 25 goals a season like an Alexander Isak. When that ball comes to him, he's alert. He wants it. He knows what's going on. He's on his toes. Bang, goal. 13 goals in 15 games. And then, go. So I can't emphasise how important it is at 0-0. If Martinelli, it's so vital to score that goal at that point, 0-0, because the game was in the balance as it was. Martinelli goes through on goal. So vital to go in and get that goal, go 1-0 up, because it changes the whole game. It changes the whole game. Newcastle have to come out a bit tactically different. They might have to go for it, but he misses that. They go and Isaac goes and scores down the other end a couple of minutes later, and the game's just been thrown away. And then you've got Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, listen, I like Kai Havertz, but he ain't going to get you 20, 30 goals a season. This is what you need to win trophies. He was 6 yards out, 6 yards out, no defender on him, no goalie on him, and the ball's come to him at a perfect height. My daughter, 6 years old, would have scored it. He doesn't even head it. It hits his shoulder and trickles wide, 6 yards out in the centre of the goal. It's not even like he's at a different at. He's banging the centre. He's got the whole goal to aim for. He goes to head it, misses his head, hits his shoulder and trickles wide. That's embarrassing. Listen. If Arsenal don't sign a striker at the end of the January transfer window, or someone that's going to get you 20, 30 goals, forget it. Forget winning leagues. Forget winning Champions Leagues. And another thing, as you can see, Arsenal do not have the squad to be fighting on in all four competitions, like the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the league. We just ain't got the squad, and that was clear today. The squad is not there. They look rat-ass, they look shattered. So the squad, we might as well have just thrown that cup away ages ago. Why are you dragging all these Arsenal fans to a freezing night out down the Emirates for a performance like that? Just to give up, just to not even turn up. But fair play to Newcastle. They tactically schooled us. Joe Linton's a beast in that central midfield. Isaac's a proper striker. He will get your team over the line. And they were dominant. Anthony Gordon, dominant. He finished his chance. That's their winger. What about our winger, Martinelli? Trossard was a load of pony. I don't know what's happened to him. He's no good. The team, just look at the team. It ain't gonna, you might. I don't even know anymore. I've run out of. Listen, I've sat on the fence for long enough now. I've sat on the fence. Now I'm falling over the fence now. I'm falling on the side of Arteta out, and a lot of Arsenal fans will be. And if we don't win a trophy, I keep saying if we don't win a trophy, we haven't got the squad to win a trophy. Two, we haven't got a striker that will get you 20, 30 goals a season to go and win you a trophy, to go and win you a Premier League. So I keep saying, if we win, we're not going to win nothing. We're not going to win nothing playing like this. This game against Newcastle, a performance like that was a long time coming. Brighton, did we really do that great against Brighton? Everyone says, oh yeah, like they were unlucky. Arsenal to give away. That was a weird penalty, like it shouldn't have been given. But what, it's still 1-1. Why can't we go and win that game 2-3-1, whatever? Do you know what I mean? And the last few games have been, it's just all been just like, it's just the style of football Arteta is playing is just, it's not good enough. We've gone backwards this season. He just can't find the balance between the defence and the attack. One season we've got the greatest defence, but we've got crap attackers. And then one season we've got great attack but poor defence. He just can't find the balance. And another thing, Arteta is learning his trade at a big club. That's criminal. He shouldn't be learning his trade at Arsenal. We're a massive club. And he's had 5 cities going into 6 years now learning his trade. How long is it going to take to learn his trade? He's an apprentice. What, just because he's sat next to Pep Guardiola, what, that makes him Pep Guardiola #2? It doesn't. And it's clearly showing. Look at all these other men. A perfect example, Eddie Howe, 16 years ago, took Bournemouth from the lower leagues into the Premier League. He learnt his trade at a low club, got his chance at a big club like Newcastle, and gradually you can see progression, especially this season. He's been absolutely immense, and his name's always getting linked with the England job. Arteta's first real job is the Arsenal manager. Jesus Christ, that I can't even fathom it. I tell ya. So yeah, we carry on playing like this. We carry on doing this. Yeah, we ain't gonna win nothing at the end of this season. And I tell you what, if we don't sign a proper player in this January transfer market, then it's going to be a 0 out of 10 window, and it's always less internal sources or whatever he says. It basically, Arteta's saying, let's focus on the players we got, the youth and all this. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. But anyway, that's my rant over. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash up the like button. Like Newcastle smashed up Arsenal today. Well done, Newcastle. You played Spurs. Them Newcastle fans don't muck about. They brought 6,000 fans to the Emirates. They were only at White Hart Lane, 3 days ago? So they've gone back from White Hart Lane to Newcastle, back to North London. Newcastle fans, you know how to do it. You've got a good manager. Hit the like button like Newcastle, hit up Arsenal. Subscribe to Sports Almanac. And I'm sorry you had to hear this rant. Have a good night.